Well, John, by the way, too, I just interviewed Chrissy, her
Uh-huh.
mom, Pepper,
Oh
and
my God.
now you. Who should be next? I feel like I'm family.
You can trust my account. I don't know about the other two.
Well, Chrissy was so great. And her mom, by the way, Pepper told me that she loved you from the very beginning. Do you remember the first meeting? Were you nervous at all?
Yeah, we first met in Thailand because
Yes.
they were living over there when Chrissy and I first started dating. And so the first time we met, I went on a trip with Chrissy, a nice vacation in Thailand. We spent some of the time in Bangkok with her parents and we stayed at their house. And then we went off and went to some resorts and had some more kind of vacation-y time. But it was really great meeting them then, and they've always been so loving and so supportive of our relationship.
I love it because that didn't always go that way, John, right? So it
It
was
doesn't
so great to hear.
always, it doesn't always, but my family's always been so supportive of me and Chrissy, and so has Chrissy's family.
Your vacation, your recent family vacation with the
Yeah.
whole crew looks great. And I was thinking, John, because in my family dynamic, I'm the one that wants to do everything. I'm like Mach 10, and my husband likes to chill. What's y'all's dynamic on a trip?
Well, both Chrissy and I like to chill most of the time. So we don't over plan. We don't like to book the whole day. We like really want to relax when we're on vacation. And so we actually are quite simpatico when it comes to the way we think about vacationing. We do make some plans, but we don't like to over plan. And having the kids, you're really at their mercy a lot of times anyway. What they want to do ends up happening a lot of times, and you just want to keep them entertained and engaged. And they had a blast on vacation. They loved it.
And do you think Miles looks exactly like you, or is that just everybody else? I mean, he is a shrunken down little mini you.
He's mine. I cannot deny him. And, Luna looks a little more like Chrissy, but we see both of ourselves in both of them. It just kind of leans one way for Miles and leans the other way for for Luna and Chrissy.
Let's be clear, Luna's going to rule the world. Can we agree on that?
I believe so. She is so smart, so engaging, and she's got her mother's sense of humor. And I'm in love. She is just a wonderful daughter.
I agree. Let's talk about what you've got going on with Walgreens, this awesome partnership. It's called This Is Your Shot. Tell me
Yes.
why this is so important to you.
This is our shot. It really is. It's all about encouraging everyone to get vaccinated. We've been through such a difficult year with COVID-19. We've been separated from our families and our coworkers and had to give up a lot of the things that make us feel more human, that sense of connection, that sense of socializing, hugging, shaking hands, all these things that we've had to give up to make sure this virus didn't spread. We now can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The opportunity is there for us all to get vaccinated, for us to kill this virus and make sure it's not a part of our lives anymore. And this is our shot. And we're encouraging everyone to go to Walgreens or wherever you can to get vaccinated, sign up for an appointment. They're free and they're available for everyone so that we can get vaccinated and get back to touching each other, going to concerts, getting together with our older family members and not worrying about getting them sick. This is the time for us to be able to do that. And I'm so encouraged by seeing so many Americans get vaccinated, but we've got a lot more that need to. And we're out there with Walgreens encouraging people to do that.
I love it. What was your experience like getting vaccinated?
It was great. I went to Walgreens. The pharmacy is there. They're ready to give these shots. The pharmacists are ready to take care of everybody. And if you have questions, you can ask them to these experts who know the efficacy and the safety of the vaccines and can explain that to you. If you have any questions, they're in your neighborhood, so you know them. You've probably gotten your prescriptions there before. So you already have this connection with them, and you just go in and sign up for a shot and go get it. And it gets us all closer to the place where we want to be, where we don't have to fear this virus wreaking any more havoc on our communities.
I tell you where I want to be, seeing you on tour.
I
Now
know,
that I've
this
been
is
vaccinated. What does this mean for a tour?
This means we're closer. The closer we all get to knowing that we can get together safely in a large group, the closer we are to that means the closer we are to concerts. And I know all of my musician friends are so ready to get back on the road. There's so many, parts of our economy that rely on us getting together, whether it's sporting events or theater or concerts. There's so many aspects of life that don't work if we can't safely get together. And I think vaccines are the best way to make sure we can do that safely.
I agree. Well, John, as I said, I was just with Chrissy. Let's go through some of her interview. And hear what
Okay.
you have to say. Okay, Mother's Day around the corner.
Yes.
She says you make the most beautiful photo albums every year for her. My husband does the same thing. This is a lot of work. How did all this start?
Well, it started when we got married. So we had this beautiful wedding in Italy. And my idea for our anniversary was to give Chrissy the gift of a kind of coffee table style book that was, beautifully put together and professional and all these things of our wedding album. So instead of, the kind with the cellophane and everything, actually making a book that would be permanent and kind of commemorate this special time in our lives. I gave one to Chrissy, and then for the holidays, I gave one each to our parents. She loved that gift. She cried, and it was really special to her. And I decided once we had kids that I would do that every Mother's Day to kind of commemorate the year of our family together. And so we did it the first year in 2017 for Mother's Day after a year with Luna. And we've been doing a family yearbook every year. I'm kind of in charge. I'm the editor in chief, and I compile all the photos that I take and Chrissy takes, and my mother-in-law and the nanny and everybody who's taking photos. We make sure we compile them all, and I put them together and make a yearbook for the family. And give
John, this is why you are sexiest man alive. We talked about the dueling covers, her being people's most beautiful,
yes,
sexiest man alive. She said it's not fair. She said your title carried more punch.
Well, it has more of a superlative because they don't say most beautiful anymore. They just say the beautiful issue. So, but it's also more pressure because if you're going to go around saying alive, the sexiest man, then it invites everyone to say, well, I think this person's sexier or that person's sexier. So it's a little more controversial and invites a little more criticism. But I loved Chrissy's cover with Luna and Miles. The whole photo shoot was so beautiful. And I loved reading the article. I thought the interview was a really emotional and powerful. And it was just such a wonderful issue. She wins hands down.
I think you win most beautiful family. And thank you for sharing everything that y'all share. I think it's not only so vulnerable, but it helps so many people. Talking about the article and what you and Chrissy opened up about. And how is the family? I feel like y'all are closer than ever.
We are really closer than ever. And we just got off a nice vacation together and just I'm just thrilled to see my kids growing up and getting to know them more and more. Of course, this pandemic has been tough for everybody, but one of the silver linings, of course, is we've gotten to spend more time with our loved ones. And being here for our kids and spending all this time with them has just been so full of joy for us and so full of love. And I'm so happy that we have each other.
Chrissy talked about Meghan Markle reaching out to her. Let's talk about the double date that's going to go down. You guys are
already happening. Are we planning this now?
We're planning it now. What do we know about the double date?
Well, this is why everybody needs to get vaccinated so we can all go out and double date again and feel safe. We already, started as LA and California have started to open up more. We're able to go to outdoor seating or socially distanced seating in a lot of the restaurants, and it just feels good to be able to socialize again. And the more we squash this virus and get vaccinated, it just opens up more of those opportunities. So maybe that'll include a double date.
I love that. Well, she was so cute talking about being on Deal or No Deal.
Yes.
And you
They
see, she
share
said,
that,
I could have
that
been
origin
Prince
story.
Harry. She said, I could have been Princess Harry. I said, not when you got that royalty right there.
We're you know we don't have the monarchy here in the U.S., so we try our best to just celebrate what we have here.
It's so great. I love it. And John, she says definitely more kids in the future.
We
And
hope so, yes.
I hope so, with y'all's family and all of that. And if you had one word to describe where y'all are right now, where you are, the feeling, what is it?
Oh, I feel hopeful.
Yeah.
I feel like this past year was tough for a lot of people. It was tough for us, but it was tough for so many other people as well. And I feel hopeful that we're going to emerge from this. And I feel like our family is stronger than ever. And hopefully the entire nation can emerge from this. And you know, the president says build back better, but I think that's a kind of an idea for all of us to think about is not only getting back to normal, but even having a better version of normal than we had before. And I think one of the things that this virus has done is teach us how connected we are, how our faiths are intertwined with each other in so many ways. And hopefully that encourages us to think about how we take care of each other, how we think as a community, as a society, about how we do a better job of looking out for our neighbors.